It's just about rarity, Vazerl. It's about rarity. This is disc 2. Yep. Sir, Robin Williams, sir. Hey, what's up, RPG Mail? Thanks for the raid, dude. Welcome in, everybody. What's going on? This is a great port. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Hey, what's up, Burger Tank? Oh, hey, what time is the raid again, Burger Tank? I always forget. I want to say an hour from now. Hour and 10 minutes, 50 minutes. One hour, 20 minutes. So 5. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, people, so God. People are completely having a fit because Siren's bush was covered up. That's the only reason why people are saying it's bad. This is exceptionally well done. The controls are perfectly in line with FF8. There's no like menu lag or delay or anything. And it's just the same. It's the same game. Yeah, but there's a difference between perceived vaginal pubic hair and a bikini. There's a big difference. It's about what you're actually potentially seeing, you know, and keeping some manner of integrity in your game. We even summon Siren anyway, right? I know. Just basement virgins with their sweaty pits and Cheeto stains freaking out because now they can't, I don't know, do whatever. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's not what a remaster is. That's a remake. People don't understand what the word remaster means. Remaster means taking old assets and improving them and smoothing them out. This is Final Fantasy VIII in the most like true form of FF8. It is 100% FF8 in terms of style, gameplay, movement, menus, everything, and it's just been polished. And that's what a remaster is, a polish, and not a remake. It's not a freaking remake. So everybody crying on the forums is just an idiot. They're straight up dumb. They don't understand what they're even talking about. Take it easy, Wells. We'll see when you get back, dude. Yeah, there's like a tiny little pixel here. It's been like that in every version of FF8. You have to search for the... Yeah, Irvine, get out of my way, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Kopi. Come on, where is it? It's like this in the original version of the game too. This is the same. It's FF8. That's what makes this port so good. Seriously, Zope? That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, there's like one little pixel on the little panel there. You just gotta search it, and it's been like that since in every Final Fantasy. Oh, maybe I gotta do that first. Now I can do that. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, there's actually some complaints about Renoa's V-neck isn't as plunging as it was before, and there's complaints about that as well. It's all sexuality. They're all just claiming censorship, and so they're having a riot fest because they can't, like, I don't know, jerk off to FF8, I guess, which is like its own levels of pathetic freaking entitlement. Just, it's so sad because this is such a great port, but they're getting review bombed because of some basement versions. It's just absurd. It's such a shame because this is exactly what Square should be doing with their ports and remakes, and they're gonna second guess themselves. It's not even just the best HD version, it's the best port ever because it's so true to form. It plays and feels exactly like FF8. Like, if you play FF9 on PSX and then play FF9 on PC or like even Switch, which is still better but not quite as good, like when I go into the menus, they're responsive. These are responsive menus, you know? FF9 doesn't do that. It's like, that's as fast as you can go. Because it's the mobile port, you know? It's like those are the things that matter. Those are the things that matter, not the freaking like how super HD they made it. Not to mention, people still think that Final Fantasy VII and 9 on PC are HD remasters, and they're not. And so they compare it to FF7 and 9. Damn, that's like almost impossible to do the first time through. Oh my god, really? How did I not get that? Am I hitting the wrong button? But that's the... You're missing the point. They would have to rebuild the backgrounds from the ground up. They can't just... They wouldn't just be able to, like... They can't, like, they did touch them up, okay? They did touch them up. They're smoothed out. They're still a little grainy, but that's fine. If they wanted to HDify them all up completely, they would have to rebuild them from the ground up. Like, completely redo it, which is just an absurd amount of effort. The expectation and privilege of some of these freaking idiot gamers is absurd. Thought I'd go in there. Oh, that's right, it opens up this thing. Nah, I think I'm playing like 8 inch, like maybe well, not 8 inches, like 2 feet away from my monitor here, and I think it looks great. I think they've smoothed it out really nicely. That's a bad rumor, Midnight. Bad rumor that has almost zero like truth to it. There's been no point in the history of time where they said they lost the source code of this game. They did openly admit about Kingdom Hearts source code being lost, so... mostly game facts. Mostly game facts. What I find hilarious is people are saying the PC version of this game looks better, the PC port, which is not only ridiculously untrue, but it also has MIDI OST. It has the MIDI OST. Like, are people also blind and deaf? I just, ugh, jeez. Yeah, the game still looks and feels like FF8 on PlayStation, but just smoothed out and redone models to make it look nice. And the backgrounds are touched up, the CGs were touched up. I don't know. People are blind and deaf apparently. I think there's two reasons why there's such an outcry for this game's like the review bombing on this game. One, I think it's the censorship, which is like if you have half a brain, you understand that that's a perfectly reasonable censorship. Two, I think it's FF8 or FF haters. There are a lot of people that completely hate Final Fantasy, not necessarily Square Enix, but sometimes it's both. And their entire like life revolves around just trying to discredit Square Enix and Final Fantasy because it's not their favored RPG franchise, and Final Fantasy's always been in the spotlight. It's like, it's not Tales of Games. The Tales of Games is so much better. Like, well, that's just objectively false. Squall's hair color, that comes with like the remastering of it. It's polished out so that the colors are gonna look a little bit different because it's not grainy. Grainy effects have a sort of like color changing effect because the pixel limitation brings in more of the background color or the like the border color into it because there's only so many pixels that can be seen. Wait, what? Oh, that's right, the light. Not necessarily midnight. Like, you can't just add pixels to something. What's the original resolution of Final Fantasy VIII's background images? What's the original resolution of the game? Like 240p or something like that? Like, and you're talking about playing on a 1080 resolution screen. You can't just like magically add pixels. It doesn't work like that. You can definitely smooth things out and make them look a little bit nicer, but you can't go reverse and all of a sudden just run it through software and suddenly it's a pristine image. It doesn't work like that. That's not how it works. Yeah, that's like some CSI enhanced bullshit. Like watching CSI and they're like, enhance, apply a smoother. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. You can't just enhance the reflection of a sunglasses off of a window, off of somebody's bald head, and then see an image clearly and just enhance it. You know, there's no pixels there to enhance. You know. I wanted to do a different one. Like, there's the fact that you said that they could have done better with software leads me to believe that people have such a lack of knowledge in this arena. They have no idea what they're talking about, and just think that you could just magically make everything HD pure just by running it through some software. Easy peasy, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. Gosh, they're so lazy. I can't believe they would do that. Normal resolution for a PlayStation game is 320 by 240. or 640 by 480, which is 1.33 AR, 4.3 or 4:3 the TV standard resolution. Thank you. That's correct. Yes, you only have 8 degrees of movement. That's like the only bad thing about it. Yo, Dennis, man, 2 months in a row, man. Thank you so much for 2 months, dude. I disagree with you as well, so disagree with you on that as well, man. I think the models look great. Like you should go back and play the PlayStation version, and they're like basically just pixelated messes, which is fine because it was PlayStation. You had no choice, you know. That's just the limitations of the PlayStation. Explain to me how you're supposed to remaster pre-rendered video and stuff like that. Like they smoothed out the edges and the color graininess in the CG scenes, which is all you can do, and they did that. I don't understand what classes are you taking that you think you can just suddenly make an image look better? Like you can't just add pixels to it. Just run it through the software, guys. That doesn't work like that. What school of idiocy are you going to? Aliens can do it. Yes. There we go. We need the aliens. That's another thing is people think it's a remake and not a remaster. I agree, Comstar. The lack of understanding of definition is definitely a big part. I 100% agree there. And your legs are broken. Yay, your legs are broken, Sid. AI in the future can do it. There we go. Tycoon, you put a period between 2 words, so the bot thinks it's a link. Twitch thinks it's a link, so the bot protects me. Just repost it with the space, and you're fine. Like, if you look at the original CG scenes of this game, there's like this color flaring that's really obvious, and they fixed that with the CG scenes. Like, you could see the pixelation of the color change. Like, if you looked at a round object would have like a sort of would have like this weird pixely color change as opposed to being a little more smooth. All the round objects and everything and all the CG scenes are much better done. They're smoothed out and polished, which is what an HD remaster should do. It's not a remake, guys. You can't just magically add pixels to images and make it look better. You need to redo the art for you can go down. You can go down, but you can't go up. You can take a 1080 image and compress it, and it'll look grainier. That's fine. But from that image, you can't go back up. You have to have the original source image again. You don't just magic an image to make it more pixels. It's like 10 times the pixels or something like that. It's just stupid. Bow, bow, bow. Well, that's a rumor, Baracco. That's not founded in any bit of truth whatsoever. It's rumor, but, you know, unlikely. Possible. The whole source code loss thing is complete rumor. I like how the game makes you go outside to see that you're outside and not just be like, hey, we're moving, because dude, why you do natural storytelling when we can just pretend that we know what's going on? An entire CG scene just for that. Okay, great example. Look on the top right. You see that top right, how it's like a curve, it's like the curved roof of the dome, the garden. You can see how when it gets to a darker color, it starts to look pixely and stuff like that. If you watch the CG scene before that, it didn't have that anymore. Heard of upscaling? I literally run an OSSC. Yes, I've heard of upscaling. There's a difference between upscaling and completely changing an image to fit a different resolution in that resolution. Like, these are just bigger, like these are just like doubled pixels, okay? Like when you upscale, you just like double or triple the amount of pixels to look the same-ish on a larger screen or a larger resolution screen. That's not the same as as making a picture HD. Like, it's totally different. Because your source image from a console, like your source image from a console is not what is actually seen on a like a CRT display with, like, you know, composite video, right? Because the hardware has to like do crap to it, you know, and your cable connection is degrading the image, and the TV is degrading the image, and so an upscaler allows it to pass through more, I don't know, freaking science and stuff. Like, it's not the same. You can't just magically make an image HD. You can make it look clearer and smoother. That's the difference. Yeah, look at the rounded edges, man. Those are so smooth and polished compared to the original. I think they did the perfect amount with this remaster. I think they nailed it. They knocked it out of the park. Also, keep in mind this, there's one other factor. They still wanted to make it feel like FF8. And even if they could smooth it out further, which I'm pretty sure they couldn't, without significant effort, it would kind of take away that retro feel. There have been a couple awkward music cuts, but not as jarring as FF9. Only a couple minor things. Like, that's normal. That's part of the normal game right there. What's up, Dragon? It does, doesn't it? Looks really nice. What's up, Andy? Is that kid running around still around? I need to take cards from him to get more tornadoes. Maybe Sid might have some. Cheapers, thanks for those, dude. See, that's the normal volume for that alert. What the heck? Why are the other alerts so quiet? Looks like it's all foggy and cloudy. Let's go back there and take a look. That's because you have light coming in from the window. Okay, next. Hey, it's you. Galbadia's rules. What are... Well, thank you, Vince, for the 110 bits, dude. Galbadia's random, isn't it? We don't want Galbadia rules. I'm getting them. Yeah, I'm not seeing the cheer mote. How do I get him to not suggest Galbadia's rules? Oh, did he? Oh, there we go. Good. Yeah, I thought that's what you do. You just keep talking about it. I just want to make sure that that was how you do it. Minimog has been good to me. Let's do that. Yeah, although, well, that's not redone. It's just been polished. That's the difference. There might have been some cards that have been redone. That's possible. But I don't remember them in that regard. I don't want to risk losing a card here, and I have no choice if I want to take something. Well, I have Mog though, so no matter what they take, I can take it back and I'll still win. Oh, they didn't take anything because they're dumb. Oh no, but they will. It's fine. Just do that. I'll still win. I'm just taking new cards until I get the ones that I want, which are the worms, the abyss worms. I don't think any of the cards look weird. I think they might have been slightly changed, so it's different, so that makes it weird, but I have no issue with it. I don't want Quakes. I can get 100 Dino Bones. That's not a problem. I don't want Quakes. Angela looks weird. Looks the same to me, but I don't know. There is a Siren card, but it's in Galbadia, and I don't really need it. Minimog card is zoomed out. I mean, but is that really a problem? You know, it's just different. It's not a problem, it's just different. People get so bent out of shape for something that's different.